the next, guys, now maybe you know the software testing tools, you know, some tools, you have some information about the tools. So what the risk of using the tools? Okay, the first one is
unrealistic expectation.
expectations. Means that sometimes the result, maybe it's wrong, not everything it will be correct. Okay, maybe you design your application and the result should be like this, but it's come different things. So sometimes it's different. Some risk also over relies on the tools. That we cannot do that. We cannot over relies on the tools. You have to also the tools, even some use it also should be supervised by professional people, expert tester, and like this. Underestimating the time and the cost and efforts. So many times, actually, of course, when you use the tool, it will be much faster. So maybe you will reduce the time of introducing the tools. You will reduce the time for testing the application. You will reduce the time for everything. Also, the cost you will reduce that. So you will not give every part of the testing activity its time. Also, vendors dependency. So here, when you there is some risk actually when you're buying the tools here, because we are talking about the vendors. So you have also see the company that you buy the tools from them. Sometimes the tools, this vendor is maybe lack of supporting. So you have also this risk. You have this risk, which is sometimes. Okay, the company, for example, is poor company, and then you will not get enough support, or you know that maybe the company, it's you buy cheap tools, but you know maybe there is some risk this tool or this company will close or will drop from the market. So here, that's why we say, okay, there is also some risk. There is some risk to use the tools. It's not just, or maybe there is many benefit for using the tools, but there is some risk.
So now you have the tools. So what's your job? So that's why we say the tester and automation. So you have the tools, and as a tester, what's your task? So your task here is to know
what should be tested. Not only the tools. I mean, okay, the tools can be help. The tools can help us. What the test cases, what the priority of the test case. Using the automation or automated tools don't take away the need for tester. So you should test, or you should supervise the tools. When you are introducing the tools to your organizations, so all the start with, so we have started with something we needed. Okay, we have started with something we need. Just there is a tool and I like that tool, so I will buy it. Need that tool and match our needs. So this is the first. Also, organization need to be mature in terms of, okay, as we say, okay, the price, the ready to change the price means that's okay, maybe you don't have enough expert and you buy the tools, so you will buy it and then maybe leave it. So the organization should be also is mature. Have clear requirements to that tools. What tools exactly you need? What tools exactly you need? And not just I need the tools, but I need to done tools. I need to buy tools. No, just okay. Maybe I have the need for that tool. So that's so. For example, just I do want tools to manage the process. Maybe I have that tool, or I can do it manually. But I need tool for executing the test cases. I need tool only for generate the test cases. So this is the requirement for the tools. Also, pay close attention to on selection the vendors. As we say, the vendors also its importance. Even sometimes is at least trust vendors. Trust vendors, like it's a big company, so it's not just any developers. So here the best practice when you're using the tools. Now you buy the tools. Now you give many things, and then now practice for you buy the tools. Now you already have the tools. So what you have to do? Okay, start with pilot project. Means that's start with simple project. Don't just okay, you have your application and then you just test your application and release the application. No, you start test your tools, test the tools first, and then incremental or increase the rollout after the pilot. What we mean by the pilot project, which is any project under testing, any project for testing the application, not for testing the tools that you buy. This is the pilot. So the increase, also adopt and improve the process to fit the use of the tools. Yeah, some info. I mean, also get some information about the tools. Here also provide support and training for your testers or developers. Also define the guidelines. This is maybe the second one, which is you need to use the guidelines of the tools. Have method to gather the feedback. Now also use the tools. Also you should to gather some feedback and learn. As the last one, learn from this tool, learn from this lesson, from that feedback. So here, guys, the idea here, when you start using the tools, you cannot immediately or direct use it for testing some project, but just you have to check that tool, test that tools, test it with small application, increase that application. Also use the guidelines of this tool, provide some training for your testers